Uh, my name is SIDIQUE. I am working as lead projects coordinator, and today I am going to give you a brief introduction to ZOHO, the platform which we are using for logging the hours. In Avension, we have to do each and every task, and we have to record each and every task what we are doing on any project, or whether you are working on something else. So for that we have a platform here that is called ZOHO, and ZOHO is basically an ERP module that records all the details. It has different modules, like we have here in Avension ZOHO People, ZOHO Projects, and ZOHO Analytics. There are different other modules, but we are not working on that. So here we have ZOHO People. I believe you might know ZOHO People. I believe you are logging your daily attendance on ZOHO People, right? This is the dashboard which you see for ZOHO People. Secondly, we have ZOHO Projects. And then we have ZOHO Analytics. So I will not go in details for ZOHO People. I will be guiding you about ZOHO Projects. Now, here in ZOHO Projects, we have all the projects which Avension is working on. All the projects are enlisted here. So it's basically like Primavera and MS projects. I believe you might know what is Primavera and what is MS projects. These are basically These are basically used for the scheduling for every project. For every project, we need to prepare a plan before executing that plan. So that plan we prepare it on different platforms, and ZOHO is one of them. So here we are using ZOHO Projects for that. Okay. So this is the dashboard projects.avension.ae/portal. So this is our dashboard for ZOHO Projects. Here on the left side we have different tabs: home, feed, discuss, reports, calendar, projects, work overview, tasks related to you which have been assigned to you, issues which have been assigned to you, then milestones, timesheets. And then these are the recent projects which I have opened so far. So this is a very interactive GUI which you can see over here. Starting from the home, here you will have the details of your task, how many tasks are open, how many tasks are closed, your issues, how many issues are open and how many are closed, your milestones and your closed milestones. Then here you will see the list. Basically I have not assigned any tasks, so my list is empty. So here you will see the list of your tasks, your issues, your work items due today, the tasks which are due today, they will be listed over here, your overdue items which you haven't worked before but that are due, so they will be coming under my overdue work items. Then here your milestones. This is the list of the milestones which I have been assigned. So this is my timesheet. All the hours which will be logged will be coming under my timesheet. Then these are all the tasks that are overdue over the period, not for me but for all other projects. These are my events and tasks for my team members. So this is home tab. Then we will move towards feed tab. This feed tab is basically same like notification. Once any resource updates any schedule, assigns a task to somebody, to a resource, that will be notified over here. So this is basically the notification panel. Then we have here discussions. If we want to do any meeting with the client or something we are discussing internally for the project, we will be having a discussion over here. Okay. Then these are the reports related to the projects. I will go to the reports later. This is the calendar, and all the tasks will be listed in calendar as well. If you are assigned any task or milestone or issues, all will be enlisted here. Then we have here projects. This is the list of all the projects which Avanson is working at the moment. All the projects, let me show you an example of a simple project. Let's suppose this one is 30%. Okay, let's start with this one. If a project is assigned to you, if you are working on a project, then you will be able to see that project enlisted in your projects, otherwise not. Okay. So this is the dashboard. This is the progress summary that 9% of the project has been executed. Who is the owner? Vikas Khalid is the owner. He is basically the project manager. And these are some details for budget status, task status, in progress, closed, open tasks, then overdue items, team status. Team status, you will see here the task assigned to the team members, their overdue task, and the issue status. Then how many tags are involved in the project. Weekly digest. So this is a very beautiful and very good view for the summary of your project. Milestone status, upcoming events, upcoming work items, today's work item, task progress chart, task plan versus actual, timesheet summary, tasks for my team members and bugs for my team members. So this is the dashboard that will give you a simple and a very interactive view of the progress of your project. Then the second one is the task tab. I will go to the task tab after going through milestones. So these are the milestones. Let me go through another project. Let's begin with the template first. This is our base template that each project is following. So these are the basic milestones of a project. First is the initiation phase, then is planning phase, execution phase, site works and commissioning phase, closing phase, billing phase, guarantees and retention money phase. So these are the process groups. If you know the project management terms, then these are the process groups of a project: initiation phase, planning phase, execution phase, site works and commissioning phase, closing phase. All the tasks will be enlisted under these milestones. These milestones are basically the summary tasks. Understanding of milestone is important, as if we want to see that where we are standing at the moment, then we need to know about the milestones and the task under that milestone. So initiation phase, starting with the initiation phase, we have here few task lists: establish guarantees, establish letter of credit, job handover, job setup. When these tasks will be 100% completed, then the progress of milestone will also be 100% and it will be closed. Then we have here planning phase. We have to prepare a project team, and then we have to prepare the project management plan for the client. Then we have here execution phase. We have different tasks in the execution phase: customer kickoff meeting, functional requirement specification, procurement, detailed design, procedures and UTPs, manuals, development, panel manufacturing, internal FAT preparation, factory acceptance test, hardware FAT commands and shipment to site, software FAT commands. Then we have here site works and commissioning phase, site readiness, site installation, site readiness by client for SAT, loop testing, unit testing, sequence, functional testing, site readiness for client for commissioning. Then we have here closing phase. customer training, as-built submission, job closing form, sign off. Then this is the billing phase, which is not related to you. This one is for the project and is linked with the costing of the project, invoices basically. And this is also the financial milestone termed as established guarantees and retention money. This is also with the financial milestone. So you guys will be working on above milestones: initiation phase, planning phase, execution phase, site works and commissioning, and closing phase. Once your PM or team lead assigns you a task, then you have to complete the task within the given time, and you need to log your hours. In a mention, it is very important to log the hours, as if we want to calculate the productivity of each resource, we need to have some inputs of the data which you are working on. If you are not working on anything, or if you are working on anything and you are not logging your hours, then this will again give a negative impact on your profile. So it is very important to log your hours on timely basis. So once the project is created, all the milestones and all the task lists have been created, then the project manager will assign the task to the team. Project manager or team lead will assign the task to the team members. So let me tell you what is a task list and what is a task. Let's go through the execution phase. For an example, I will go to functional requirement and specification task. So this is the list of all the milestones. After the milestones comes the task list, and after the task list comes the tasks. So these are the tasks linked with functional requirement specification basic design task list. So these are the tasks. The team lead will assign any task to any resource, and then that task will be shown on your My Task tab here. My open task list, you will be looking. Let me open an example for any team member. Let's say Shayan. Fine. Basically, I have admin rights, that is why I can see the task for other users as well. So these are all the tasks Jamal is working on. So what he is doing, say this is the task, he has been assigned the task. This will be the look of the task on your tab. The task name is project administrative tasks. This is the task name. Then this is the task information. Who is the owner of the task? Shayan Jamal. How many hours? 126 hours in total. Start date 1st of August 2021. End date 20 August 2021. Total duration is 126 hours. 7 hours per day. Then we have priority. He can set the priority if it's a low, medium, high level task. Then completion percentage, category, platform, billing type, criticality of the task, and whether it is a normal scope task, additional scope task, or rework, efficiency based, rework, customer based. Then now if you go down, you will see another tab. Here you are going to log your hours. Say if you are working today, you will add add time log. Today is 26. Daily log, how many hours you have worked. You have worked say 5 hours, and the type is billable type, and then you will add. It will be shown here, same like this one. If I go to the projects, we can the projects which Shah Jamal is working on, we can also see the projects here as well. Let's say any other resource, project manager, Adil. We have different project managers. Feedback. Fine. So Adil Beg is working on at the moment 2 projects. These are the 2 projects on which Adil Beg is working at the moment. So if I want to check what are the tasks and what are the milestones, let's go. So these are the milestones of the project. This is the task list, and under the task list, you will be having the tasks. So he has assigned different tasks to different team members here. You can see, right? These are the team members, and these are the tasks which the project manager or team lead has assigned the task to. Say, if you want to see the site commissioning works, start date is 1st July 2021, end date is 30th July. Owner is Atif Aslam or XYZ. Then these are the hours he is logging on daily basis. He is working on overtime, that is why it's 12. So he is working 12 hours per day. So these are the hours he is logging for the task. Once you update your task, then we have here an EPR report linked with the task. Now this report, all the top management is looking this report, resource files. Say if you are in engineering IX department, and for the month of August, what is the productivity and EPR of the department and the resource? Then the top management looks on the dashboard here. Here we have total available hours, reported hours, billable hours, non-billable hours. Now, here you need to understand what is billable and what is non-billable hours. All the hours, all the tasks which you are performing, whether it is a meeting, whether it is a travel or anything, all the hours will be logged as billable hours, will be considered as billable hours for the project. All the other hours, like if you are having any training, any orientation, that will be logged in, or any leaves, annual leaves, that will be logged into non-billable hours. So all the project related tasks will be termed as billable. So a resource a resource is working here 7 hours a day, right? And the capacity for the month will be considering 7 hours a day would be 140 hours for this month. Let's say August, we have 2 holidays. So 7 into, I believe, 20 or 22 days are coming in August. So 7 into 20, yes, 20 days, 2 for Ashura holidays. Then 140 will be the capacity of the hours for a resource. So we have here in IX department at the moment 35 resources. Available hours per resource are 140. Total available hours would be available resources multiplied by available hours per resource 4900. So now these are the reported hours. EPR, the productivity is calculated based on the reported hours. It includes billable hours and non-billable hours both. Then the EPR will be calculated based on only billable hours. This is the major, this one, the EPR is very important to look at. All the top management is looking at the EPR. So if you want to check the productivity of any resource, say Umar Alias, he has worked 91 hours. I will filter his name. Umar Alias, this one. So his productivity is 65% and EPR is 46%. EPR should be 70%, considering the lunch break, the mass break, and every other non-billable activity. The EPR should be 70%. We are not saying 100%, but it should be 70% at least, not less than 70%. Then it will be going against, or it will not be less than 70%, the EPR that is linked with the billable hours. So this is the dashboard, very interactive dashboard. Here we can see the resource wise details, all the resources of IX department. 31 resources have logged their hours, 4 resources have not logged their hours. And who are the resources? We email them that why they are not updating their hours. Then this is the trend for the month. Then this is the project status. So by looking at this histogram, we can say that RMC tunnel management project has more hours. So 425 hours. Then this is the overall project completion percentage, and this is based on invoicing. This one is overall project completion, and this is overall completion based on invoicing. Then here we have budgeted versus logged hours, hours by category for the month, by platform for the month, Rockwell, Procurement, Schneider, Wonderware, all the platforms are listed over here. And this is by category, FAT, installation, R&D, software development, training. If the team lead or project manager has not assigned any task to you, then you need to ask him whether you will be considered as non-billable, then kindly assign you the non-billable task on a non-billable schedule. We have two types of schedules here. One is non-billable schedule and one is the project-based schedule. So if you are working, let's say if you are MTRs, your hours will be non-billable at the moment. Once you are confirmed here, then your hours will be considered as billable. So for all the MTRs, your hours will be logged. Here, let me show you some of the MTRs. So this yellow means non-billable and green is billable. So Mohammed Ahmed was assigned some of the tasks that were considered to be billable. Atif Anayat, Hadra Sarwar, they are MTRs, so their hours are logged. Their hours are logged and are not billable. If you want to check on which task they are working on, then we can also check by clicking on the here. This is the project non-billable schedule, IX team non-billable task. This is the this is the column for the project name. So she is working on different projects, but she's MTR. That is why her hours are non-billable. Here, non-billable. All hours are non-billable. Starting from August, we are now considering all the hours spent on the project are going to be considered as billable. So you are MTRs at the moment, so I believe your hours will be still non-billable. Still have to log around. Yes, 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 yes. All the resources in each engineering department have to log hours. So the hierarchy is project manager creates the project, team lead creates the milestones and task list and then tasks of a project. And basically project manager is accountable and responsible for all the tasks to be accurately updated. Then the team lead assigns the task to the team members. If the team lead is not assigning a task, then each resource has to ask the team lead or the project manager whether where you are working at the moment, and you need to guide him. If he is not aware of your work, then you need to guide him that you are working on this platform and you are working on this project. Then kindly update the hours for kindly assign me the tasks so that I can update my hours. So it is very important to update your hours timely basis and daily basis.
Sir, is this able to be exported, or is this entirely for the internal team? For example, if a client wants details, so is this going to be exported, or is this entirely for the internal team?
Yes, the project which we have two types of categories here. We can enlist any task under internal and external type. So if the task is internal, then when we export the schedule, those tasks that are internal are not going to enlist in the client report. Only the external task will be there. So yes, we have the option here to export the report and export the progress summary for the client. We are sharing the progress reports to the clients, but that depends on the task which are not internal and are external are in the report of the clients. This report section basically contains the different types of reports, but the important report is planned versus actual. Here you can see the hours, what were the planned hours and what were the actual hours over the time. So let's suppose, Shayan, I will say. So Shayan Jamal, this is the last week. Let me filter out for the month of July. So planned hours were 143, actual hours spent are 129. If you want to check the details, you can check the details. These are the projects. This sign is for the project name. This one is again reporting. We have another project report for the leaves, and then these are the non-billable tasks. So this sign is for the project, and these are the task lists on which Shahan Jamal is working on. So he was working on three projects basically. working on only one project, but reported his hours in leaves because he was on leaves, and in some tasks were non-billable, so he reported his hours on non-billable schedule. So total planned hours were 143. This task. You will be able to see the hours, the summary and the details, the daily hours logging of your tasks over the period, or you can check it for the week as well. And we can export this report as well. We have option to export the report. So this EPR dashboard, this contains all the information. If we want to see how many resources and what are the billable tasks, let's suppose the Mohammed Ahmed has 30 hours billable, then if we click on the green, here you can see the all the billable 30 hours. These are the hours. Wise details. This is the project name, and this is the title of the task. This is the task name. This is the project name and the task which he is working on. It is linked with Zoho projects. This is the same like if you know Power BI. This is analytics, and it is a BI software, that is BI module that is linked with Zoho projects. We can see the data on each and every tab. We can check why it is coming 56%. So all the details are available here. You will be going to have this report on weekly or monthly basis. I am sharing this report on right now at the moment. I am sharing this report on monthly basis. This dashboard will be accessible to you. I will share the link, and then you can only filter out your department, your name, and select the month. Then once you set the filter, you will be able to see your details over here on this dashboard, and you can see your productivity. So any questions? Login hours after 5, right? After 5? Is there like yeah, basically not after 5. You need to at least log your hours at 4:30. What if we are working, still working? You are working here, I believe, from 9 to 5, right? How many hours are there? 8 hours. So you need to. We have 30 minutes break. We are not having 1 hour break. So you will be having 30 minutes break. So that 30, the another 30 minutes, you can log your hours. Consider that at the end of the day at 4:30, you need to log your hours. Or tomorrow morning. Let's say if you are working today, you can log your hours tomorrow morning for today. That is not a very hassle type of task. You can just click, log your hours, and then it's updated. So it's not very difficult. If you are working, if you are logging your hours on daily basis, then it's not difficult. If you are logging your hours on weekly basis or quarterly basis, then it is going to be very difficult because you need to enlist all the tasks, you need to find your task, and you are logging your hours randomly. So that would be very difficult. So it is better to log your hours on daily basis. Very important. So at the moment, I didn't go into the deep details how we create the project how we create a task, how, because that is not required at the moment. At the moment, the sole requirement is logging of the hours. So all the hours should be logged on timely basis. That is very important.